Right.
Hey,
All right.
everybody.
I think we're live.
Yep.
Says, yep. Hi,
Yep.
Angela. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Sandy.
Hey, ladies.
It's Patty and I.
Oh, and I got my notice. So you're really here. Oh, 2 notices. You really are here.
Oh,
It's official.
we're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit of playing tonight. We're both down a couple of rabbit holes, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Me with stamping and Patty with resin.
Yeah, the infamous resin is a thing.
Right.
It's a thing. So what are you guys up to? Oh, they just now see us.
They what?
They just now see us. Angela's like, oh, there they are.
Oh, you that much of a lag?
It could be, yeah.
That was a minute.
I know, right? It's crazy sometimes. That's why it's like when Michelle and I'll start, it's like we're like, I feel like just blabbering because you'd never know who like is really there yet.
Right. Yeah, that was a whole minute. Hi, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra.
Lorna said she's watching people dig in the mud.
Oh, nice. Are they getting cool stuff? I don't know how I feel about digging in the mud. There better be like real gold or silver or
Right.
sliver. Did I really just say sliver? Silver.
Well, once you go live, you can't talk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you have no vocabulary and no pronunciation skills.
Right. So who else is here? I think there's like 12 people, but only
Yeah.
3 in chat. So anyone else want to come in and say hi? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Well, we'll put you on the spot.
And Angela's playing around with junk journal pages.
Nice.
All right, well, let's put it on Patty so she can show you exactly what she's playing around with. There you go.
I don't know why. Uh-oh, Lorna's 6 personalities tonight. We are in so much trouble.
Uh-oh, is that what she said?
Yeah. The Awakening Angel. I know. Oh, I should know her name.
It's Dee Dee. Hi, Dee Dee.
I'm so bad with names. I come with a warning label.
Well, I am too until, I say it a few times and then I remember, but I've known Dee Dee for a long time.
Am I building a temple? No, I'm working on, well, you guys all think that I'm the enabler and the instigator. Let me just let you know that Lorna Taylor lady, she's good too. She sends me all these crazy Pinterest links, and then I feel obligated to go look. And the next thing I know, it's 4 hours later. So I guess I don't know what rock I've been under, but they've been playing with this stuff for quite some time over there. There's some amazing, what do I want to call them? Just like, this is just a board and I'm just like making my own, I don't know, Victorian-esque thing. I just want it to look like it was maybe part of some crazy carved elaborate thing. All right, go ahead.
And it looked different when you put photos in the frame.
Oh yeah. Too. Maggie's ahead. She knows what I plan on doing. I'm not gluing these ovals. I'm not gluing these down. I'm gonna get all the resin glued on, and then these I'm gonna go look for some really awesome some really awesome pictures and put in these two. And then I'm gonna look for like some names or a quote or something, like give it a family name or something here in this one. But I'll put the images in here and then I'll glue these down. But I want these here so that I can paint them and age them when I'm doing all the rest of it.
Sandra said she watched a little of Patty Replay on your 3rd gallon of resin.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy, right? Craziness, I tell you. The 3rd gallons arrived today. Yeah, it's a little bit, I can't help it, you guys. It's like legit a problem. Not a bad problem, but it's a
I
problem.
was just going to say, I don't know if I'd call it a problem.
I need a faster way for E6000 to grip.
So Angela says you have shingles. Well,
Those are really painful, right?
yeah, I had them a few years ago, but then they gave me a shot so that I'd never get them again. But yeah, it's really painful because it hits the nerves.
And you had to have had chicken pox to have shingles, right? Isn't that how that works?
Yes, you had to have had chicken pox, and I did.
Ugh.
And it depends on how bad you get them too. So Angela's saying very painful, so I'm assuming she might have got a bad.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I know they look painful. Whenever you see somebody broke out with them, it just makes you hurt for them.
So are you gluing some of that down yet, or?
Yep, that's why I'm standing here smashing.
Okay.
Yep. Just, yeah, I'm going to be super boring to watch because it's going to be glue and hold.
Well, I'm going to flip back and forth, but will you be able to work on the other one tonight for a while?
Maybe if I can get this one off. She's letting all the cats out of the bag, you guys. I already glued one. So if I can get this one all glued down and starting to tack up a little, I'll set it aside. And then I'm going to grab the one that I already glued up and I'll start painting it. So
good. That's what I want to see. All right. I'll show them some of the stamping.
Cool.
Well, you're gluing down.
I love those stamps you got. Those are so pretty.
So yeah, I've been playing with the BLANCHE stamps. And I got these 2 in the mail yesterday, the 2 roses.
Look how pretty they are.
I was playing with those today. And this is what I came up with. And I used the Tim Holtz Distress and Oxides and then spritzed it with water, patted it, and I got that kind of model. I think you call it like a mottled effect.
Yeah, see, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
And then yesterday I was playing with these. I'd stamped this one and I used alcohol inks on these.
Pretty.
Yeah, I thought those come out kind of cool.
I like that one on that one with the alcohol inks. That one's really pretty.
And then these were the distress inks that I spritzed. I tried that yesterday. Nice. For the first time. I wasn't sure if it would work on the distress. I knew about, water with the oxides, but I wasn't sure about the distress. And these 2 only have the distress inks, no oxide. I just use the oxide on the just on the flower and petal part on this one. But these are all distress inks.
Nice.
I like how those came out. And then this one, the other day I was doing some embossing, and it kind of came out kind of wonky, but there's just a background stamp. Oh, and alcohol inks. I embossed the 2 stamp images, but then I had inked in the background a different type of stamp, and then I used alcohol ink on it. That's how I got all this kind of spider webby thing going on there. So yeah, that's what I've been playing with. So I thought I'd just take out a few stamps and see what happens with those.
Do you know Pet Haven?
I don't.
She wants to know. She's asking if you would do a tutorial.
I'm going to do some right now.
Yay.
Would you want to give us your name so I can, or do you want me to call you Pet?
She could be the teacher's pet.
All right, let me put those out of the way. Let me pick a stamp. One that will work good. I'll do a little one at first. Here's a little, it's like a soup tureen.
She said her name is Wendy.
Oh, hi, Wendy. Welcome. All right. I should also say that the paper I used, this is actually BLANCHE stamping paper that I got years and years ago. But you don't have to have this, but it does have a semi-gloss on it. And if you use a semi-gloss paper, it just, the stamping comes out better and more and clearer. So
I never knew that till you were talking about that the other day. I never knew about that.
Yeah.
And I never knew there was any such thing as stamping paper. None of that.
Well, when I first started buying these stamps, where I can't even remember where I got them from, they also had, you know, the stamping paper. So that's when I got the paper. But I noticed once I got it, though, it's really no different from, you know, the semi-gloss or the glossy paper from, you know, to print on, you know, if you got print out images and stuff. It's the same thing.
So it's like photo paper.
Yeah, it's like photo paper.
Interesting.
So I'm going to use an archival ink so that it doesn't smudge or run when I use the oxides or the distress ink. And this is the stamp right here. I love these stamps. Hi, Katie. Hi, Julia. I got to keep remembering to look up at chat.
Yeah, see,
I just totally forget. All right, so you just, and these stamps, they're foam on the top and then they're acrylic on the bottom. So you want to just pat it until you can tell that it's all covered up. And I have to get new inks too, because these inks are really old. I haven't taken my stamps out in so long. All right, so that should be good. And then all you have to do is put it down. And then what you do is you take your fingers and you just press the image really lightly. That's all you do, like that.
Angela, you're a mess.
There.
She says pat it. Don't get it confused with pet it.
I know that if you hear pet, that's my accent. I can't help it. So see how you can see the detail in that?
Pretty. They are beautiful stamps.
Yeah, they are. So I'm going to let that dry for a minute. I'll show you some of the other ones. Let's see. So this is the clock that I showed you, this one here. And then there's this lantern here.
Nice.
And then I have some music. It's a music sheet. And here's a, I'm not sure what this is, what they call it.
It's just pretty.
Yeah, it's just like a flourish.
Right.
And then here's a gate, or part of a gate. And then here's the brick. Actually, here's the brick here. And then here's that gate there.
I like when they stamp out like they're really supposed to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like some of these stamps, you get them all stamped out and they don't even look like what it tells you it's supposed to look like.
Well, and these are so like the detail in them. Like here's just, what would you call this, Patty? Because it almost looks like it's not all like one piece.
That tall piece almost looks like the top of a stair, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and then these almost look like frames. So I guess maybe it's just a little collage of
Yeah.
different things.
Yep.
I like that. So I'll probably use that somewhere tonight. Here's a bird cage.
Nice. Look at that
And
tiny little bird in there.
here's this isn't a do they call it a corbel? But I don't think it is.
Yeah, kind of. It's like a corbel or a cornice. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it seems like where it's flat up here that maybe it's something that it goes on the wall, but then there's room there like to put a plant or something.
Yep. And I never know if those are ones that were meant for interior or exterior.
Right.
And they have different names. I think these girls in the chat, I bet you they know. But do they have different names for inside or outside? I think they do, don't they?
I don't know. And then there's 2 different lampposts. I love these.
Those are pretty.
They just remind me of Victorian times.
Right?
And then the quill pens. There's a couple of different quill pens. I got these recently, but all the other ones I've had for a really long time. Maybe what I'll do is stamp another one and have that drying while I color this one. So let's try this just for the heck of it. And the sheets come in just regular 8 by 10 or 8.5 by 11 maybe. But let me just put it down quick. Give me 1 second here.
You know, let me think about my words here.
What?
I was trying to spit something out and I thought, just rethink that, Patty. Let me know if you need more photo paper because I find it at the thrift store all the time. I have a copious amount of photo paper.
Oh, awesome. Sure. Yeah, so, I still have a pretty good amount because it was like, I think it came in, it was either 50 sheets or it might have even been 100. I'm not sure because it came in a box. But yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah, let me know. Don't go buy any. Let me know.
Okay. All right, so let's ink this one up.
It's okay, Angela. I really do have ridiculous amounts of it. I could totally share. Remind me Thursday, and if somebody needs some, I can make a list. I have no problem sharing it. Tons. And a lot of times it's older and it won't print nicely. So to be able to use it for stamps, it's
right. Yeah.
Use for it.
Now this is the stamping part. Look at how detailed that is. It looks
just
done.
That's the. Oh my God! I thought that was.
That's the stamp part. That's
oh
a part.
Oh my gosh, Maggie! I do not need another rabbit hole.
I know. I know. And if anybody's looking for them, you can find them on eBay just under LeBlanche. If you just type in LeBlanche.
Maybe I'll be lucky and feel less obligated to buy them if I don't know how to spell it. Think it'll work like that?
I know Lorna knows how to spell it.
Yeah.
And say it correctly. Okay, so we'll set that aside to dry. And now I can start coloring that. All right, and I've got let me just move this so I can bring this closer. Because I have so little room, I had to put the stamps in one place, the distress inks in another. Let's see, what do I want to start with? All right, let's start with some wild honey.
Exactly, Laurel, Angela, exactly. She is the spelling girl, isn't she?
Who's that?
Laurel. Angela says she's the one that helps us out. And I said, yep, that's why I called her Laurel. I was reading Laurel as I was talking.
Okay, give me 1 second. I just have to answer this.
No problem. Hey, Lorna, I can send you mine too if you need more. Let me know. Pretty sure I have enough of those to share also.
My gosh, Patty, Dee Dee just left me a message.
Everything okay?
She said she had to go. She said Iran just attacked a U.S. air base in Iran.
Oh my gosh.
She has a cousin over there.
Oh my.
Let me just see if anything's on.
Yeah, I need to shoot a text too because I have a nephew in the military besides my son.
Has anybody heard anything about an attack on the air base over in Iran? I know I'm looking at something on Saturday. Thousands of troops were deployed to the Middle East on Saturday.
Yes, they were.
Let me text my son and see if maybe that's TD. Check
Sandy's
Fox
looking at
News.
that.
It's all over the news. What's that? It's on Fox News, Dee Dee said.
Angela
It's
just
all
said,
over the news.
yeah, Angela just said yes. They're all looking in chat.
Okay.
I think my nephew's in England, but I'm just double checking.
If anybody hears anything, if you could let us know. Hi, River.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know, Julia. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. But I would assume it's probably with. I shouldn't even say.
Yeah, I don't.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it was Iran. So if I would assume the base would have been in Iraq, but it could be. I mean, Afghanistan's around there, and yeah. Missiles. My gosh, my mind is.
Yeah.
Wendy just said missiles. Second wave just hit a minute ago, Dee Dee said.
Oh my God.
The Department of Defense has confirmed approximately 5:30 p.m. Iran launched more than a dozen ballistic missiles. U.S. military and coalition personnel at al-Assad and I can't even read it. Erbil. Where is that, Sandy? Is that in like Saudi Arabia or is that Iraq? Iraq.
Oh my God. Maggie, I'm going to mute for just a minute and call my brother. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do this for a little bit, but I'm not sure we can stay on. My gosh, how did they not have any warning?
Okay, he's good.
Or did you say it was a nephew?
Yes. Yes, I have a nephew that's supposed to be headed to Okinawa, to that base, and then mine is still at Benning, so we'll see. Oh my gosh. I just wish it would all end.
I know.
It's so unnecessary.
Yes, and I absolutely don't even want to get into any kind of, like political talk. That's
Yeah, no, that's, yeah, and that, nope.
Excuse me. All right, well, let's see if we can keep this going for a bit.
Yep.
So I used vintage photo first, then I did some walnut stain, and then I didn't do wild honey. I did iced spruce. Those are all distress. And I'm just going to go around the edges with the black, and then I'm going to spritz it so you can see. Just a little bit on the...
I can't figure out where I want to watch you. I'm like, wait a minute, there's too many options.
I think I want to do a little bit more. I need a little bit more of the darker though, right around the inside edges. So it's not easy using the distress inks though on this paper, this type of paper.
Oh, because it's smeary, I bet, right? Does it smear, yeah, or does it skip?
No, it's just hard to, press the ink into it. Probably because it's with the coating, it might be non-porous, right?
Right. Oh, I bet you that's why it models the way it does, though.
That could be it too, yeah.
But you know, I was looking at that one that you did, and it almost had like a tin type look to it. And it's like, I seriously almost bumped my head on my screen because I couldn't get close enough.
All right, which one was it? Was it?
Those two, and
Okay, these are the alcohol inks.
the browner one.
Yeah, they're both alcohol inks, but I used green. I used different colors. But yeah, this is all alcohol ink.
But
That's
see
all
how
it
like
is.
when you tip it, it gets a little bit shiny. Tin types will get like that, and it just has a real. It really mimics a tin type on camera at least.
Yeah. I can show you the. All right, wait a minute. Let me grab a. Hi, Alicia. Thank you. Let me just grab a paper towel because you have to kind of dab it a little bit after you spritz it.
Right.
All right, and you just put a little bit. You just barely spritz it. I mean, sometimes it's kind of hard to just do a little bit, but I'm going to try. So, let's see. And then you just dab it.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness, Maggie, I do not need another rabbit trail.
Right? So that's how that comes out. All right, Luna says, you keep crafting, ladies. We need to de-stress now more than ever. Okay. It's one of those things where you don't know what to do. Like, is it right to keep on like
I know,
doing
like, okay, do I
something
panic?
normal
Yeah.
when something's going on like that? Or do you?
Well, I mean, it's not as though there's anything we can go do.
No, I know. And that's what, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just, yeah, let's just keep going and just
Be aware.
yes. Okay, so that's how that one came out. This one I'll do with alcohol ink so you can see that. So I'll put that right there. I just have to. Where's the alcohol inks? Okay.
Wow, that one's really quick. All right, I'm going to move this one to the other room and see if the other one's dry enough to start painting.
Okay. I'll wait till you come back.
Okay. Hey, River.
Hi, River.
Oh, you don't have to wait for me. Keep doing what you're doing. I can hear you.
Oh, good. I'm glad too, Julia. All right, so these are just little belt pads that I had cut up to use with the alcohol inks. So let's see. Pick 3 colors. There's ginger. Let's see, I think I want to. And butterscotch. Let's see if I have, what color would be good with that? Not black. No. Let's do pesto maybe. Let me see what else I got here.
Did you say pastel or pesto?
Pesto.
Okay. I was like,
I know. There's my.
I was like, oh, good, it's dinner.
All right. What did I do? Oh, okay. Now for alcohol inks, you just need your alcohol inks, and then you need what's called, to get different effects, you might need alcohol blending solution. So, and this is how I do it. And it's funny because things do come back to you, because I haven't used these in probably like 8 years or more, at least. So how I do it is I go from like dark to light, but I put like 3 drops, just random. And we'll do some of the butterscotch. I just want to cover them lightly so I don't spill them, because that would be me. And then let's try pesto, if I can get it open, because it's been, maybe I can't. All right, I'm not going to keep trying, so let me find another one.
Oh, nice. Alicia, something like photo paper is also marker paper, which has a soft, shiny surface too. I found out printing on it is very vibrant and the pigment looks so great. I think stamping too would be pretty on it.
Oh, awesome. All right, so instead of the pesto, because I couldn't open it, I found caramel. All right, so what you do, so it's all on the blotter, and you just start blotting. Okay, and then what you do is you take your blending solution, and you'll see, because you'll see it like disappear almost. Okay, and then you press down with the blending. Okay, I'm going to take this off though. I'm going to try using it with just the blending, and it dries like, it's got alcohol in it, so it dries like super quick.
See, I have 0 alcohol inks and I've never played with them.
All right, so I'm going to put some just plain blending solution and see what happens. And it just kind of mixes them around, and it gives them. And the thing about it too is you can play, if you don't like the colors, and I'll do it anyway, see how it comes out. You can add more, take out with the blending solution, but I'm going to add another color just for the heck of it and see what happens. Let me see what colors I got here. Is that Angela or Lorna?
No, Lorna. Lorna's being silly.
Right, my espresso. Let's see what espresso looks like on here.
Aw, that stinks, Julia. She's buffering. She thinks it's her internet.
Oh.
Mine does that too sometimes. It'll buffer like repeatedly for like little short bursts, and then it straightens up. So don't give up on us yet.
Yeah, or go out and come back in. You can try that.
Oh shoot, I forgot to get a pouring cup.
All right, so just added a little darker one. Now I think too, you can see if you swirl it, it kind of just mixes it in. But I like this look a little better. Okay, see now I'm getting the see how it, I hope you can see that, how it's turning.
It is. Oh my gosh, look at that.
See that? And then you just let it dry like that.
Nice.
That might have been a little bit too dark for the, for the image, but it's mainly to just show you what you can do. So, did that dry?
Yeah, the other one. Yeah, but I'm just gonna base coat it with white. It's still nothing exciting. What
Right,
you're doing is what you're doing.
I'll put it on you though, so they can see what it looks like.
Okay.
Because I forgot, I should have stamped another one, and then, because now another one's got to let it dry. But let me just put this back, because I know I'm gonna tip stuff over if I don't. I have like almost zero room to work with here, with all the different things I have out. Okay, let's put on so you can see the other piece Patty was working on. There you go.
Oh, it's kind of in there, isn't it?
That's so pretty.
There we go. And of course it's sideways, otherwise it won't fit.
Right.
But yep, so now I'm just gonna base coat it. A couple coats. I think I'm gonna use gesso on the first coat, just because it's more inexpensive than my other paints.
Right.
But put this on there for the first coat. See if I can get some texture going on. And then I'm going to come in with some of my clay paints. See, this one's, and I'm not like totally worried about it not being dry yet. See, this one's still a little wiggly.
Right.
But we've got the nail gun. So if I need to, I think I'm just going to shoot little bitty brads in them to hold them all in place anyway, right before I totally finish up with all my layers and stuff.
Okay, Lorna said, oh my heavens, I've been binge watching mixed media videos and buying new art supplies because heaven knows I don't already own 4 lifetimes worth of art supplies in the house.
Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all right there with you, girly.
And then she says, wiggle it, Patty.
Yeah. Yeah, I want this to have like a super old, been around for 500 years kind of look. I'm going to come in with the, been playing around on just painting the resin pieces before I tackled like this whole big thing. But yeah, have a plan. We'll see. See how it goes.
Now, what would you do with that whole piece? Is it something like that you would hang on a wall or?
Yeah, on the wall or prop it up on the shelf or something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, or like on a mantle.
Yep. Yepper. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do 2 layers of this or 1 coat of this gesso just to give it a tooth, then go to like the ivory color I want. But I think I'm going to put some black in here first. Not like a solid layer, but get some of that down here as a base and then kind of alternate my lights and darks.
Alicia says, this is fun. And Angela says, that's beautiful. Such detail.
Right? I think that's why I'm loving the resin. It's like, it makes it look like I have mad skills and all I did was glue things to a board. It's like, okay. It's like, okie dokie. And like, this is just a scrap piece of plywood. It's like 1-inch plywood. Nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. That's what the hubs had laying in the garage, and I went, that'll work. And he just looked at me like I was goofy, and I said, don't even ask. I get that look from him quite often. You'd think he'd be immune to me by now, but not so much. And these pieces on the side here, can you see? Yeah, you can see the side. I'm going to glue. Jeez Louise, there goes the iPad.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. I'm going to put these on here like this to give it one more layer and to cover up that seam because that seam bothers me. So yeah. I'll put that up one more time right there. So I got to glue those on too.
So this is kind of like when you'd be working on furniture, right?
Kind of, yeah. And that's part of the reason I want to practice on a board like this too, because it was weird. I had so much fun pouring the resin and then pulling them all out of the molds. And then you kind of have this, okay, so now what do I do with them all? I had a plan, but and I got a little bit intimidated about going right from that to furniture.
Yeah.
So now I feel like, okay, I'm sorry for the dogs.
Okay.
But now I feel like it's going to be, it's just a matter of like eyeballing what you have and assembling.
Right.
So I like that. Hang on one second.
Sure.
Okay.
It's amazing too how all those, there's all different pieces from different molds and they go together, you know?
Yeah, it is, right? You wouldn't think they do, but yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, it's fun.
Hi, Jennifer Jane.
Hey, Jennifer. We're up to just playing. What are you doing?
Yep, just playing around. Okay, Angela. That's just so cool. I can't wait till you.
I was so much more impressed with your stamping.
Well, it's just kind of the same thing, you know, somebody detailed all that, everything on those stamps, and all I did was, you know, put a little ink on it and press down.
I guess, but I don't know. They were pretty amazing.
That's gesso, right? Kathy, was it white paint or gesso?
Gesso. I thought it'd be a good idea to just get a good layer of something on here so that everything else will grab and stay stuck. I had visions of it behaving like milk paint, you know, getting it all on there and then coming back in the morning and it's all laying on the floor.
Right.
Oh, so disheartening. And some people just absolutely love it. It is not my thing.
No.
I want to know when I come back, it's going to dry just like I left it.
Hi, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
She says, this is gorgeous.
Thanks.
Well, and gesso dries faster than regular paint, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then you can get to the real fun stuff.
Yeah.
Is anybody else crafting? Okay. Jennifer wants to know what it is.
It's just some of the resin pieces I've been pouring, and I'm just making like a, I don't know, I just want it to look like it came off of a really fancy piece of furniture or a mantle, or maybe it was a cabinet door. I don't know, just something. It's just practice, basically. To be completely honest, just practice.
But it does, when you finish it, it is going to look like it came off of either, a piece of furniture or
something, yeah.
something, right?
I want it to look imported, like from France.
Yes, from France, maybe.
Or Italy, or someplace.
Tammy said, I would hang that up.
Thanks.
And Alicia said, that looks so nice.
But see how it just changed instantly as soon as you get it all white even?
Right.
Just instantly is like dressier already. Just having everything the same color. That's my favorite part is. But sometimes for me, that's the challenge part too. Ask Maggie, how many pictures did I send you?
Like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I was struggling with the corners. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. So she sent pictures. What do you think? What do you think?
So then we settled on this one.
Jennifer said, that cool. That's beautiful. What have you been crafting, Alicia? Oh, I'm probably saying her name wrong. It might be Alicia. She said she's been crafting all day.
Nice.
Lorna said, Tuesday is visiting day and had to buy after Christmas groceries today. Well, your groceries lasted from Christmas to now. I think I've been there twice since then.
I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, wow, how does that work?
Junk journals, and yes, you said it right the first time. Oh, okay, good.
That's good, because I was following your name with Elisa. Or Alicia.
Well, and some names, it sounds just like the spelling, but then there's others that you think it's pronounced one way and it isn't.
Well, thankfully, mine kind of only has one pronunciation, so I'm very grateful for that.
Me too. How many ways can you say Maggie?
Yeah.
I think only the one. Lorna said, other than fresh stuff, I stocked up before Christmas. Oh, gotcha.
See, groceries are like craft supplies, though. If I'm there and there's like stuff on markdown or really good sales, even if we don't need it, I have to buy it.
Yeah.
Bad.
Sandy says, Patty, that looks like something you would see in an old Victorian house.
Yay, that's my goal.
Right, Julia? She said, do you have a file cabinet? That kind of stuff would look cool on the drawers.
Oh, yeah, it would. Yes, it would. I'm going to work on some picture frames too. I got some kind of cool ideas for that too. See if it pans out, see how it works. You guys,
yeah, I think that would be cool, the frames.
They're going to be so tired of seeing me working on resin. They're going to be like, seriously, can this girl do anything else?
I don't think so.
I bet you. You watch.
No, because every piece you do is going to be different. So
We'll see.
I say that about, when I show a doily book or a fabric book. You're probably sick of seeing these.
Well, yeah, I guess you got a point there because we're always like, no, we want to see them.
I can't wait to see what colors you end up using.
I know. I'm trying to decide if I want to stay all white or if I want to, I don't know. I think I'm just going to start with the black and white and getting it chunky and dirty looking and then see if it needs like some gold or silver.
Oh yeah, the gold or silver would look good.
Mm-hmm. And then like cover some of that up and push it back and antique it up, and I don't know. Of course, by the time I get done with it, this thing will have so many layers on it, I won't have to try to make it look layered. It'll actually have them.
That's the fun part.
Right?
Oh, they're ganging up on Jennifer.
Uh-oh.
Lorna says, jealous much, JJ? Sandy says, yeah, JJ. She could sell you an old tore up book. Oh, I'm missing some up there too. Lorna said, you could for sure sell that at Round Top. And then Jennifer said, OMG, I'm so tired of this girl working on resin. Oh, no. I missed the whole thing.
Oh my God.
I was wondering why Lorna said, are you jealous?
I love it. You go, Jennifer, you go. Ah, they have the best sense of humor, these girls. See, this is when I should be doing all my talking because all my hot air would just dry this gesso. Look at these split.
Yeah, it's not easy finding things to talk about while you're working either, though. At least I find that.
I know. That's why I still haven't been brave enough to turn on the camera and be live by myself because I'm like, oh, for Pete's sake. I could talk the hind legs off a dead horse on any given day. I swear I could, but as soon as you turn that camera on and I'm doing something, it's like all the, oh yeah, there's people here. I'm supposed to be interacting with you.
Those are just on a piece of plywood, Julia.
Yeah, I'll tip it up and show it to you in a second, honey. Hold on. See if I can do this and not knock all my paintbrushes everywhere.
Right.
So yeah, it's just on a piece of plywood, see? That's it.
So, I mean, that could have been a cabinet door.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I've got, here's another thought I have. You guys know those, like, they weren't really dining room tables, but they weren't like a legit parlor table either, but they were the round with the big claw feet, the big lion's claw feet on them. I've got a couple of tabletops off of those. One is, let me hang on. Let me look. One is like 3 or 3.5 feet diameter. And then the other one is like probably closer to 4.5 or 5 foot diameter. I usually make like faux clocks out of those. But what do you guys think if I did some of this kind of stuff all around the border? Did like a a big wide, like, how wide am I thinking? Like 8 to 12 inches, because they're big enough to take it. And then do like this big border around them with like all this kind of stuff. And then paint my faux clock numbers inside of that. Hey, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
You think that would it be too much though, or would it be cool? That's where I'm kind of stuck. I'm like,
I think it would be cool. Jennifer Jane said, I'm thinking Marie Antoinette, the Palace of Versailles.
Ooh, nice. And this is actually, here, I'll show you top to bottom now that I've got it painted. So this is actually going to be, oops, that's actually the top. And then there's the bottom.
Yeah, Sandy was wondering about a book cover, but that's way too big and heavy for a book cover.
Yeah, but I did do some book covers with these resin pieces. Yep. So, and there'll be more of those coming too, because they were really fun. And now that I'm figuring out how to piece these together, because like this is a piece, these are two separate pieces. This is a piece. This is a centerpiece. These are this curve is two separate pieces. This is a piece. This is a piece.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there's 4 in each of the borders, because there's 2 of the border pieces and then the shells.
Yeah, the chat's too high up, but somebody said that the gesso filled in those joints nice, you know, the 2 middle ones that you said you wanted to cover up.
Yeah, see, exactly. This one you can barely see. This one you can still a little bit, but I think by the time I get more, so now I'm like indecisive if I really need these on there or not.
Right. Hi, Sandra.
But I feel like it's, it would just raise it up just a little and give it just a little more depth. I don't know. Now I'm not so sure.
I like it the right now the way it is, and you could always add that after too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, you really can't tell that those are 2 separate pieces anymore.
And I was thinking too, as I was sitting here painting, wouldn't it be cool if I could figure out a way to put a spacer here somewhere, like in the 4 corners, and have a piece of glass cut? So this would be the under, and then you could use this like for a tray or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be almost like a shadow boxy tray kind of thing.
Right.
That could be kind of fun too.
That's Sharon, Jennifer. The White Hour is preparing for possible address. Oh, the White House. She said hour, but it's probably house. It's preparing for a possible address. I'm sure it is, Julia.
Yeah, keep us posted if they're going to do that, because I feel like I want to listen to it.
Yeah, me too. It'll probably be a little while, but.
So what you got going on over there, Mags? I'm waiting for the paint to dry.
Okay. I'm gonna switch over.
I'm at the let's watch the paint dry stage.
All right. So here's this is the one that Paula has.
The gate.
She said she had a hard time, stamping. And I told her she got the glossy type of paper. So there's that. And then this, where do you see the detail on this? This is a steampunk stamp, but look at the detail. Cool. He's holding an umbrella and a bottle of what I would assume is probably whiskey. And he's on one of those steampunk machines, the flying machines, I guess.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So I stamped that because I hadn't used that before.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I think maybe I'll use some of the oxides this time, see if that makes a difference.
I like watching you work with the oxides. I don't have any, and I don't know if I'm even going to get any.
Well, and the thing is the oxides are different than the distress inks, but
Right.
I haven't really listened to anything to know what the differences are.
Right.
I just know, and it says on the back, water reactive dye and a pigment ink fusion that creates an oxidized effect when sprayed with water. But it's funny how now if I had just stamped these on regular white paper, I don't think anything would have happened if I spritzed it
Oh, I see
with
what,
the
yeah,
water.
I see
Yeah,
what you mean. Yeah.
yeah. Now it might have if I use oxides on. I think you can use the oxide on regular paper and spritz it, and you'll get some kind of effect. But I don't think I would have with the distress inks. Let me just see. Alicia says, Maggie, I'm so glad I was watching Lorna today because she mentioned you in a video, and I came right over and subscribed. So glad I found you all. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. More opaque or milky. See, and I feel like everybody who has them really likes them. Yeah, that gate is really cool, right, Jennifer?
All right, so I'm starting off with some forest moss. Try that. And then let's see what else I have. And this is really the first time I've used the oxides. Hi, Rosemary.
Hey, Rosemary.
So let's see what color, because I don't have all the colors, but let's see. I've got walnut stain. I'm trying to find. I noticed the oxides, though, are a lot. They're not as, I don't want to say colorful, but they're not, the ink isn't as strong as the distress inks.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to keep those together. All right, so this is aged mahogany. Let's try that one. I could try it right here to see how it comes, what color. It's almost got like a reddish to it, but if I use the, well, that's gonna be, all right, let me
Well,
just,
I'm glad you said that, Rosemary. I was just going to ask. They look like chalky, like almost like
yeah.
paint to me, yeah? That's what she just said. They have a chalky look.
All right, I don't know if I like this color, so I'm gonna switch to, I just had it in front of me too. Oh, the walnut stain. So let's try that. That'll take some of the redness out of that.
Oh, so Sharon says to her the oxides are more or opaque or milky. Goodness, I can't even
Yeah.
read. And then she said all of Tim's distress inks and oxides are water reactive. Beware. Did I get them all, Sharon? Oh, unless they say archival. Gotcha. Yep, unless they say archival. Oh, and when you spray them, they get more chalky. Interesting. No more rabbit trails, you guys. I'm going to be really good.
Right.
Really hard.
Either. I'm not going into the resin because that's too much of a rabbit trail too.
Yeah, I'm really glad I went down. I'm having a blast with this. I'm so glad I did this.
All right. Let's see how it comes out with a little bit of water. Move that out of the way. Just don't want to take too much there. I like that mottled look. But now see, let me get one that I just used Distress inks on. Where's that? Okay, this one. And see what, there really isn't that much of a difference.
I don't, well.
This is the Distress ink. These are the Oxides.
I wonder if it, see, I see it different, but I'm not like, I don't know. I like the green in the center for sure. All of it's Oxides, like all the colors?
All the three that's on this one is Oxide, and all the three that's on this one is the Distress.
Interesting.
Distress ink.
I feel like the Oxide one, you see more of the water splatter.
You do, yep.
And I think that's what I like about it is the.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, that splattered.
Mottled, splattered, whatever. What happens if you spray it again and then like tap it with a, yeah, like that. I was going to say, and then like blot it with a paper towel. Does it?
Which one? The Oxide one?
Yeah. Does it lift it up? Does it move it? I don't want you to mess it up if you really love that.
Oh, it's just, this is just playing around too. Okay. So.
Because I was just curious what happens if you like, not like oversaturate it or anything, but like spray it again and then like blot at it. If it lifts the ink up or.
Well, let's see. I'll just do a couple of spots. Yeah, it's going to take, but that's not a bad thing. Taking
it makes it more chunky looking.
Up, see?
Yeah, it makes it more chunky looking, right?
Right. Yeah, see, it took more up that way. It just makes it look old, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, it does. So do you have the like distressing tool, that little round thing with the blades in it? His distressing tool? That you use on the edge of the papers. It's gray and then like the center's red or whatever.
Yeah, this here?
Yeah. I wonder what, like to really age it up and then like re-ink it maybe?
And then re-ink the edges?
Yeah.
All right, let's try that. That's a fun part of playing.
Right?
Even the worst that happens is it goes in the round file, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I call it, the round file.
The round file, yeah. We call it file 13 around here. So put more oxide on top. Rosemary says put more oxide on top, and Sharon says it will keep reacting. And Jennifer is typing like I'm talking, all typos.
Okay, let's see now.
Oh, Jennifer says she finds the thicker you put she said them, but I'm guessing she means the oxides. The thicker you put them on and the more water you add, the more dramatic the effect
is. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I think what I'll do is I'll use the oxides. I'll stamp on a regular piece of paper. Let me just ink up. Where's that other? Let me just ink around the edges where I distressed it, and then I'll stamp another, but on regular paper and see what happens.
Okay. And Sharon is seconding Jennifer's advice. I like when they know what they're doing in the chat and they can like give you more ideas.
They probably know more than I do about the oxides because, like I said, I have some. I got some in a D-stash, but
everybody knows more about them than I do because I have none.
I hadn't used them before today.
Right? It's like that night I was playing with all the inks and waxes and everything, and everybody was like, do this, do that, do this, do that. And it was like, it was so fun.
I just want to add a little black to the edges. That'll finish it off. I know it is fun just playing around. All right, let's try a little of the black just around the edges.
I think it's the instant feedback for me that makes it fun. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, the black just finishes it off.
Yeah, it does.
Yep, see?
Nice. So
And
what
then
do you
once
guys think? More? Okay, so let me go back to the chat. So what do you guys think? More oxide? Should she put more oxide on it and then spray it again?
well, you're asking, I'm going to grab a regular piece of like a cardstock.
Okay. Yeah, Sandra got it right. Yep, Laurel's channel is Forever Purple Creations. Yep, that is her. If I wasn't using the iPad for chat, I could go copy and paste the link for you guys, but I can never get it to work on the iPad.
All right, so I just got a regular piece of paper. Let me find a stamp that's not too big. Let's see what I got here. Oh, I'll stamp one of the lamp posts. All right, put that over there.
It just amazes me the detail in those when you flip them over to the actual stamp side. Ah, so pretty.
I know. Look, here's the actual stamp.
Yeah,
The part that I'm going to stamp.
it's crazy. Oh, it's on the way, Rosemary. Like posted, you should have it any day. You just wait, girl. I bought new molds. I've been pouring like crazy. My third batch of resin liquid was delivered today. I'm all the way in that rabbit hole.
Yes, she is.
A little bit crazy, but I'm loving it.
All right, let me just cut this down a little so I don't have to over ink. All right, that's good.
Oh my gosh, I took a big old pile of packages today to the post office. I got another big pile to go tomorrow. That's one of my favorite parts is taking it to the post office because then I know you guys are that much closer to getting it.
Yeah, and it takes some of the stress off, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, so let's see. So we're going to use the oxides again.
Oh, you're good, Lorna. I would go get them, but I never can copy and paste correctly on the iPad. It's actually like a mini TV for me, if you want to know the honest to goodness truth.
All right, might as well use the same 3 colors that I used on the door. So we'll start with the forest moss.
Maggie, when I go on a binge buying spree of LeBlanche, is that it? LeBlanc or LeBlanc?
Blanche.
Stamps, it's going to
Like
be all
Blanche.
it's going to be all your fault.
Okay.
Listen to her. She doesn't even sound regretful. Okay.
Nope. I use a little bit of that age, because once I put the walnut stain over that aged mahogany, it looked pretty good.
Oh, Megs, read the chat. Read what Jennifer just said. You may have to scroll up a little because it's on the verge of
You
scrolling
could
up more.
also try to ink up the paper with oxides first and spray, then let it dry. Oh, then put your stamp on top of that. That's a good idea.
And then right under it, Julia has an idea.
Try what Maggie does in their live with the ink spray. Spray it and blot papers on it when you're ready to clean your mat. Yeah, BLANCHE has a YouTube channel. Is that the link, Lorna? Thank you, Lorna, putting those links in. They're getting in more into home decor.
Uh-oh.
But there's some older videos where she shows, you know, how to use the stamps and that. All right, now we're going to do the walnut stamp.
Yeah, look at that blue working. I like it.
All right, why isn't oh, I'm looking at it through StreamYard. She's blue,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, because I'm saying, wait a minute, she's not blue.
Yep, she's blue.
Okay.
Nice. Yay, Jennifer, yay. Oh, I was going to tell, do you mind, Maggie, can I borrow your stream for just a minute to have a little bit of a convo with Jennifer? Are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Jennifer, I was going to mail your box out. What did I tell you? Friday. I had it at the post office. We still haven't, the computer system just won't print the label. For some reason, she's struggling. The postmaster is struggling to get because she has to use a website because we're such a small post office. I'm going to take it tomorrow again. If it doesn't go through tomorrow, then I'm going to suck it up and drive to the other post office and it will go for sure. But one way or another, it's going out tomorrow for sure. Okay, that's all I needed. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I need to email her, but this would be so much easier.
It's not doing it as easy as did on the glossy paper, but you can see it's
Right?
almost like it's finer than on the glossy
Yeah,
paper.
it is. Interesting.
Or maybe you have to wait until it actually dries. I didn't think. Yeah, see, it's coming out. Oh, it's coming out more now as it dries, I think. See, at first it
Oh,
seemed like it didn't do anything, but can you see that?
yeah, it's weird, right?
But now, because the paper is still a little wet.
Interesting.
I have my heat gun right here too. Let me know. It should mute, but in case
Okay.
it's too loud.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see the watermarks.
Nice.
Now I wonder what would happen if let's see, try this. If I spritz it and then put the heat gun right on it. Wait a minute. Yeah, don't blot it right away. Just wait and let it dry and it will come out more. All right, let's do that first. I was thinking if I spritzed it and then hit it with what about if I hit it with the heat gun, Jennifer? Or should I just spritz it and let it dry on its own? Let's see. Yeah, see, they're drying. Yep, she's right. It's the only place it's not really showing up good is that green, where the green is.
Huh.
But it's still a cool effect though.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. Yeah, that's all I'll put on there though. We'll just leave it at that. Let's see what happens. It would have helped if I'd watched one of Tim's videos though, right? Exactly how to use it.
It might have been, well, it might have helped, but it wouldn't have been near as much fun.
Right. Rosemary says more water gives larger blotches. Yeah, because I can see where the smaller spritzers, you can see that's where, like right there.
Right.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
I like it. I think
it's fun. All right, let me dry it and then I can just distress the edges and then that's done. Yep, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Now, are you just sewing the second one?
No, I'm just putting another coat on this one.
Oh, okay.
Because the plywood's just absorbing it and it's just going. So I'm just putting another coat on here.
Right.
I just want a nice sort of solid white like base coat before I go to town.
I think I'm just gonna put black in the edges here for this one. Has anybody heard of what time the news conference is coming on?
So weird. I was literally just sitting here thinking the same thing.
Lorna goes live Wednesday night. Which Lorna, Sandra? News, why, what happened? An air base over in the Middle East was attacked by, a U.S. air base was attacked by Iran. Put the ink on a Teflon sheet, wet, then dab with the cardstock. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Lorna says, I take no responsibility for anything these girls get up to oh, shoot, that just went up above. Wait a minute. Or enable you into buying, Alicia. You are on your own there.
Or you can just feel free to blame her for all of it. We're okay with that too.
Right? All right, we're going to watch you, Gesso. I got to put some of this stuff. I have no room now.
Isn't that weird how you can go from like, okay, I got this. I got plenty of elbow room, blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, no, you don't.
All right, you know what I think I'll do while you're doing that? I'm gonna mute my TV, but put it on box.
Okay.
Just so that in case it takes a while to find out.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's that. And again, with the junkiest brushes I have, because I don't take care of them at all. Oh no.
What?
Julia said it was 2 military bases, but she said it was Iraqi. Was it Iraqi military bases or U.S. military bases in Iraq?
There's nothing on, there's no news on any of the channels. They're just regular programming.
Okay.
But I couldn't really hear. What did Julia say?
Julia said it was 2 Iraqi military bases.
But Americans.
Yeah, she just said Iraqi, so I don't know if it's 2
Right.
U.S. military bases in Iraq.
Right. That's what, well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
And I should have said that.
That's okay. Yeah, I just really try not to be, and so does Mags, not to be an alarmist or
Right.
hit the fire bell.
Right.
Just kind of want to know.
Well, and I kind of think, it would be all over the news. It would be on all the channels.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
U.S. bases in Iraq. And Julia said housing U.S. Okay, thank you, ladies.
Oh, you know what? I put on the Fox channel, but I don't watch TV, so I have no idea what some of these channels are.
Me either.
So I've got to scroll through. So
I would be in big trouble.
I know there's a Fox News.
Yeah, I would be
on the regular channels.
If I were to go downstairs and turn on the news, it would take me longer to find it. It would be over by the time I found it.
Right.
Yeah, BBC News. Lorna said it's all over BBC News.
Yeah, I don't know if I get that. I'm just trying to find freaking Fox News.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Fox. All right, it's a commercial right now. Oh, that looks good.
That's pretty, right?
Yep.
I'm anxious to get going with the
what I want to see. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So now it just needs to dry good, and then I'm going to come back in with more layers and colors. And the gesso's starting to like get thick and chunky and all that stuff. It's so weird how upside down it is. Upside down and backwards.
Sandra says, okay, Lorna, with your bad self. Oh, bad blue self.
Yeah, right?
I do too, Jennifer. I avoid just about everything on TV. Unless it's a movie. Blue does suit you, Lorna.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, Jennifer says, I really want to control what makes its way into my brain. I was really bummed when there started being so many commercials on YouTube.
Yes, you and me both.
Yeah, and when they first started doing it, you could at least click off them after 4 seconds. Now some of them you don't have a choice. You have to watch them.
Yeah. There's just such an overload of information you're just bombarded with.
Right.
And so much of it is nonsense.
Yeah, it's nothing I would ever be interested in, that's for sure. Julia said, wow, that's pretty, Patty.
Thanks, Julia.
And Lorna says, I never see YouTube commercials. You must have that thing where you don't have to see them, right? Oh, I have a Chromebook laptop and it has ad blocker. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, ad blocker. And even that costs money.
Yeah, isn't it interesting that you have to pay to not see the ads?
Right? Rosemary said, I got my resin pieces from you yesterday. Love them. I'm waiting for my product.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
So she must be waiting for waxes and paints.
Maybe. Fill in the blank for me there, Rosemary.
Yeah. What are you waiting for, Rosemary? What's the product?
Once you start painting, the next thing you know, you're going to be buying molds and pouring. You watch. I should not be painting this yet. This glue is not dry, but most of you know, I am pretty impatient.
It'll still dry though.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, the resin. I ordered resin.
Nice. What molds did you buy?
Maybe that, when she says resin pieces, maybe she meant the molds.
Maybe.
Oh, she says I have gobs of molds.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, did you get the Alumilite resin? You're gonna love it. It's kind of foolproof. I've even mispoured, like mismeasured on purpose just to see if it'll still set up. And it's, I mean, not like I haven't drastically poured heavier one or the other, but you know, just to see if it would still set up or if it makes a difference, and it still sets up. The only difference I've noticed is some of them, they get like almost like they sweat a little bit, so they're a little bit sticky, sort of on the I call it the backside, but if you just wipe it off, then it's no big deal. It's not sticky anymore, so it feels foolproof to me. I kind of like it.
Hi, Deborah.
And there's that instant gratification. I don't have to wait overnight for it to set up or anything.
Jennifer says Patty really is channeling Marie Antoinette.
Kind of, yeah, right?
And Lorna says, we all know Patty is as patient as a 4-year-old around a birthday cake.
Yep, that's like the perfect analogy. It is. It really, really is.
And Jennifer says, now you can be moldy together, you and Rosemary.
Aw, we'll be the moldy girls. Awesome. I'm okay with being moldy.
Rosemary said, yes, that's what I ordered, but I haven't heard anything from them.
Okay. When did you order it? I'm trying to think I know where she lives, so I've got that in mind, and I know it ships from Michigan. I don't know if you noticed that or not, Rosemary, but it ships from Michigan. Trying to think, what day did I order? I think I ordered it Saturday or Sunday, and it was delivered today. And they always send me a shipping confirmation when it ships. It's so weird. Like, I got my shipping confirmation this morning and it was delivered like 4 hours later.
Right.
So, hey, Deborah, just kind of know that. They're super quick on shipping.
So Lorna said, I love how Maggie just said Lorna. Do I say it funny, Lorna?
No, I don't think so. 2 weeks.
Oh, unless I said her name by mistake and I should have been saying. I mean, they're all chatting between her and Jennifer and Rosemary. They're all chatting so quick. I might have said Lorna's name by mistake. Is that what I did, Lorna?
Rosemary, if you got your shipping confirmation, I would call them because I get mine in like 2 or 3 days. I really didn't expect mine to come until tomorrow, and it's here today already. They're like ridiculous. And this is the second, or did you order it from Nikki? Did you get it from Nikki at Queen's Fair?
Okay.
If you got it from Nikki, it has to go all the way to her, and then if you got she has to ship it back out. If you got it from Nikki, it will take a little longer. If you got it straight from Alumilite, then you'll get it super duper quick. Because with if you get it from Nikki, it just takes a little bit longer because she's got to remeasure it out and stuff. It's got to get to her, and then she's got to do what she's got to do with it, and then it comes to you. Oh my goodness. Lorna needs a Depends.
Okay, but did I just say your name funny, or is it because, oh, you just said it like an exasperated teacher when I said Patty's not patient?
Oh my gosh, her analogies paint such a clear picture, don't they? Oh my goodness, I love how she does that. It's so funny to me.
And Kathy's saying she needs to order that type of resin. She did it years ago, and the resin took a day or two to dry.
Oh my goodness, no. This stuff is dry in minutes, literally minutes. I love this resin. I poured, what did I pour? All day Saturday, Maggie? Was it Saturday I poured all day?
I
feel like it was Saturday. It was either Friday or Saturday.
Was it? I'm trying to think now. It might have been.
Might have been Friday.
It might have been Friday.
And I have baskets full of pieces to play with.
Okay, the only thing it's showing, a banner says the FAA is banning U.S. flights over Iran and Iraq, and it says the president will not be addressing the nation.
Sure, just leave us all sit here and wonder. Perfect.
Right. It isn't saying anything else, though.
Okay, let's start. Do all you guys have a Hobby Lobby? This is the weirdest train of thought you would have ever. Oh my
Well,
God.
you know, I just got one, but I haven't been there yet.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, you guys, I cannot wait for Maggie to go and hear the report from her first trip. Maggie has never been to a Hobby Lobby, you guys.
Nope. And they just opened one up 2 towns over.
I am so excited for her to go. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I can't wait because I know it's going to be totally different than Michael's or
Oh, you're just
Seymour.
going to have so much fun.
Oh, Lorna's jealous.
Oh, Sandy she has 3 Hobby Lobbies.
Wow.
Oh, spoiled
Michael's
brat.
Joanne's. Wow.
What a spoiled brat.
Well, Lorna, you can come visit me and then you could go.
Yeah, you guys could go together. She should go live when she goes, right?
I might go, if I can, I might go live in your group.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Angela, my daughter wants to go too, so it'll probably, if we can do it this weekend, it'll either be Saturday or Sunday.
See, and what started that whole thing was I was going to say, this is how I buy gesso. See the clearance sticker? Look at what that was supposed to be, and look what I paid for it.
Even so, even that regular price, I'm telling you, a small bottle of probably like an 8-ounce bottle or maybe 10-ounce at Michael's of that Liquitex gesso was like $11 or $12.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And that's a half gallon. So it's like I don't pay full price for stuff. When I was there and I bought that, they probably had 2 or 3 on the shelf for that price, for that markdown price of $6.25.
Right.
I grabbed all 3 of them.
Oh,
I got all 3 of them for less than the cost of what one should have been. Yes, please.
Deborah just reminded me they're not open on Sundays. You're right, Deborah. So it'll have to be Saturday, or she's off on Wednesdays. She can't do it tomorrow, but maybe if we can't go Saturday, maybe next Wednesday. And Lorna says she has one Michael's, but they're getting out of paper craft supplies.
Of course they are. Oh, I evidently didn't get all the paint out of this brush. It's picking up a little bit of a red hue. So if this starts to look a little pink to you, it's not your computer, it's me.
Rosemary said, I would love to gild that for you, Patty.
I would love for you to gild it for me, Rosemary. I would be fine with
Well,
that.
there's another little rabbit hole.
No, 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 no. No. Yeah, this one I feel like needs a lot of gold. Did you guys see the frames I'm going to put in here? This one's, look, I broke one. I was messing around trying.
Oh.
I'm not worried though, because by the time you glue it, it'll be fine.
Oh, right.
See how warped it is? It really is that warped because I didn't leave it flat long enough to let it dry. Yeah. So I was just messing around and it just snapped, and that's where it scratched me. So be careful. If you force them. So, but I'm going to put those there, and then this is going to go here.
Yeah, I love that.
I think it's going to be cute. I'm going to go find some Victorian pictures, portrait pictures, and put in there, and then see if I can make up like a family name or something. Right. Or a year. Oh, maybe a year would be good there too, or something. But yeah, I think it's going to be super cute.
Lorna said, I just got gilding foil yesterday, Patty.
Oh, that'll be fun for you. I'm not biting. I'm not.
And Deborah says, what are you making?
Wall art, just some wall art, just playing and practicing.
It's going to look like a piece off of like a furniture piece when she's done, I bet.
But see how fast this is dry, that first layer, because it just soaks in so much into the wood. And then the second layer takes longer to dry.
Right.
Rosemary, I might have to do up some of these pieces and send them to you so you can gild them for me. What do I have to do? Just base paint them? Then I could mail the resin pieces to you and you could gild them, and then when I get them back, I could put them on my pieces, yeah? Is that like a realistic thing we could do?
Deborah thinks that it's very big and so pretty.
Thanks. It is big.
It is a large piece.
Yeah. It is 25 inches wide from side to side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, 14 and a half, maybe 15 inches tall this way. Yeah, I'm kind of that girl. You'll figure that out. I'm like kind of either go big or go home. It very rarely occurs to me to just dip my toes in when I can just jump with both feet. Depends on the look. Okay. We might have to chat about that. What you doing over there, Mags?
I was just checking to see if anything new is in the headline.
Okay.
But Rosemary says, sounds good and depends on the look you're going for.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, well, you finish up that. I'll put it back on me.
There you go.
And hopefully there'll be time to see you play with the paints and stuff on that other one. That'll be dry.
I don't know how long you were staying on tonight, but that I don't know if I'm even going to get into that tonight.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we should stay on too much longer.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of preoccupying, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, there were large splatters on this one.
Oh, pretty.
And this was the distress inks.
Nice.
And a couple of large ones on that. I like how these came out though. Oh, yeah, I don't even know if I'm in frame, but I'll just go over the ones that I've done already. So there's that one. And then this rose one here.
Those are so pretty.
And this one.
I hope you try some like tomorrow or next time when you get them out. Like Jennifer said, to do do all the inks in the spraying, and then
I'll try that. You do all the inks and everything,
yeah.
and then you stamp. That's a good idea. I never thought of that one. There's that one. Then this one, it was just too dark.
Yeah, but it could still be a
This is the way
background.
it goes. Oh yeah, it could still be like a background thing for a collage
Yeah.
or something. And I can lighten it up too, just with a little more of that blending solution.
Mm.
And then here's one of the other gates. Just the detail on these stamps is crazy. And then this was on the regular paper.
Yep.
And then there's the gated door. And then this is like a brick facade with the corbel or whatever you call it on the side there.
Yeah.
I wonder if it goes, maybe it goes this way. It's hard to tell which way it goes too. Wait a minute, I can tell on the stamp by, let me find it, by where they put the BLANCHE name on there. Okay, so it goes like that because her name's right down there. So yeah, if you're interested, you should check out her channel because if you go back to maybe a couple of years or so, you'll see a lot of her videos on where she used the stamps and the different techniques she used with them. Oh, thanks everyone.
They are really pretty. I can't decide if I like the stamps or the backgrounds better.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch a couple of the videos with people using the distress inks and the distress oxides just to see the different things you can do.
I'm not going to watch them.
They're amazing, aren't they, Rosemary? She said she has a few of her stamps.
Nice.
And then this is I just think I'm not really into steampunk, but I think that's kind of cool.
I like him.
Yeah, the details are just crazy. All right, ladies. Well, the president might not be coming on, but somebody's talking, so I'm going to say good night because it's just kind of, it's LaBlanche, L-A, and then B-L-A-N-C-H-E. And if you Google it or you go to eBay, there's some places that on eBay that sell the stamps. I just got those 2 rose stamps yesterday, so. So thank you everyone for coming and watching us play. Are you all set, Patty?
Yeah, I am. Yep, I'm just reading them in chat. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you soon.